So this is going to be a quick video because I understand that there's a big controversy with Sebastian Stan having a racist ex-girlfriend and giving a thumbs up to a tweet where a racist promotes the use of white people using the N-word or tries to justify white people using the N-word. I also understand that there is a controversy with Henry Cavill now because his girlfriend is apparently did blackface in Tanzania or something. I just want to say, and I'm really speaking to people of color because, you know, other people are going to do, black people. I don't like to use people of color because I'm really speaking to black people, and I don't like to paint us with that people of color label. I like to address black people directly because Henry Cavill and Sebastian Stan do have quite more than a few black fans, especially with Sebastian Stan having been in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and the whole show being kind of woke. I suspect he has a new influx of black fans, and I just want to remind black people out there who are like standing for these celebrities, you really have to keep in mind these are white people you don't know. You don't know these people. You don't know this man. You don't know Sebastian Stan. You don't know Henry Cavill. They are white strangers that you don't know. You don't know, they could be on Stormfront. I don't know if Stormfront is even still a thing. They could be on Stormfront or Q Anon, whatever that thing is. They could be on that every night. They could be saying N-words every night right in their house, and you wouldn't know. You don't know these people. Stop investing in celebrities, especially, really, no one should be investing in having personal investment in celebrities to where you're getting upset over who they're dating. But even if you do, you should really know better than to stand and invest in a white celebrity when you don't even know that person. They could be racist. They could be they could be completely indifferent to racism in a way that would offend you. Like, you can't, like, if you're gonna like a celebrity, just accept that you like their face and their body and maybe a little bit their acting, and then keep it moving. Stop investing emotionally in celebrities. It really doesn't make any sense. There's, especially white celebrities. If you're a black person, it's really kind of silly. This is a British man who and actually Henry Cavill is going on suspect girlfriend number 2 because his ex-girlfriend Gina Carano turns out she also had some controversial right-leaning beliefs as well, and she died on that hill over that. Basically destroyed her career. And Sebastian Stan, I mean, not to stereotype, but this is an Eastern European man. For those of you who don't know, Sebastian Stan is Romanian. He didn't even come to this country until he was 12 years old. Romanian is his first language. He didn't become a U.S. citizen until I think he was 18 or 20 or something like that. This is not a man who was raised in this is not, how do I say this? This is not a man I would expect to be woke and diverse and all this. Like, just as a black person, be aware that what you see on TV or in movies is just on TV and movies. At the end of the day, these are two white men, two privileged white men. You do not know them. They are strangers. They don't even, I'm even going to take it a step further. These celebrities in general don't even really like their fans. They tolerate their fans because they know that comes with the territory of being in the position that they're in. They cannot, they don't want to be known as that celebrity who's a dickhead to fans. So they have to, play a certain position. They have to play a certain role. Their acting does not stop just because they're off camera. They are always acting. And actually, technically, if you're seeing them anywhere, they are they are they are technically on camera. So they're always on. That's what I'm telling you. They're always on. Um, and you have to keep that in mind. They don't even really like you. Like, there's no reason to obsess and fixate and personally invest in any celebrity, especially not a privileged white male celebrity. They don't even like you. They probably wouldn't socialize with you in real life. And people are going to say, oh, well, Sebastian Stan, he's friends with Anthony Mackie. Um, it's very beneficial for celebrities who are co-starring in a movie to project that as if they are friends in real life. It's very, very beneficial. You saw that play out with James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. Do you see them or hear about them hanging out outside of when they were promoting for X-Men? No. It's very beneficial to Sebastian Stan, who has pretty much mostly gone ignored for most of his career. He's a decent actor, but he's kind of forgettable for whatever reason. His roles really before Marvel did not resonate very strongly. It's very beneficial to have an extrovert like Anthony hyping him up in interviews and making him seem more interesting than he really is, because he's quite kind of shy and boring. And Anthony Mackie benefits from having a handsome white guy friend in public, because his career prior to Marvel, in between playing Clarence in 8 Mile and playing Sam Wilson, I mean, can you name anything that Anthony Mackie has done? No, you can't. He did some series that has a cult following. I can't even remember the name. It got canceled, whatever. But neither of that, both of them are talented, but have gone largely ignored before Marvel. It benefits them to hype up a friendship, to play off of each other in interviews, and to draw in more attention, more fans, that ultimately leads to more fame and more money. I would not be surprised if when they are off camera, they don't even talk to each other. I would not be surprised. Because at the end of the day, celebrities are always on. They're always playing a role. When are they off is when you don't see them. When you don't see them on anybody's camera. That's when they're off. If you're seeing them, they're on. I say all that to say that you do not know these people. These are two privileged white men, Henry Cavill and Anthony. I'm sorry, I was talking about Anthony for so long, I'm like, he's on my mind now. Henry Cavill and Sebastian Stan, they are privileged white men. You don't know them. You will never know them, because what they project to you on camera, in interviews, even on whatever. They run into fans and the fans start recording them. They are on. You will never ever know who they really are behind closed doors. The other aspect that particularly black people need to understand is that racism is, and I've said this before, I will say it again, I will say it 1,000 times. For a lot of white people, racism is not a deal breaker for them. They do not see it as a deal breaker. They see it as a character flaw. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Well, that's really shitty, and I hope they change their ways. But it is not, for a lot of them, it is just not a deal breaker. And think about it. This is a British man and an Eastern European man. I'm not even going to go there. But for a lot of white people, racism is not a deal breaker. A lot of them will still socialize with, date, marry, and associate with people who they know are racist. They do it all the time. So you have to understand that Sebastian Stan's girlfriend, whatever she did, I don't even know what the hell she did. I don't know what people are whining about with him, but something about his girlfriend being racist. Well, you know what? Even if he knew about it, it probably would not be a deal breaker. That's how for a lot of white people, racism is not a deal breaker. Henry Cavill, who in the past has said things that, in my opinion, suggested to me that he has racist leanings. Well, there's no such thing as racist leanings. That he might be a racist, or at least is not supportive, definitely not supportive of the black community. He's now linked to two women who have either right-leaning or racist backgrounds. Well, guess what? He is a white man, privileged white man, right-leaning, and British. Nothing about racism is probably not a deal breaker for him, or discrimination is probably not a deal breaker for him. It doesn't matter if either one of them have black friends or black associates or giggling with black people on camera. Who cares? Understand that for a lot of white people, and I'll say this over and over again, racism is not a deal breaker. It is at worst a character flaw. Sometimes they don't even care about it, or they just ignore it, or they're indifferent to it. So, like, as a black person, you have to understand that when you're looking at these celebrities. It's very important to understand this, because idolizing these people, just accept that their face and body is cute and enjoy their acting and keep it moving. Please do not invest or idolize or make presumptions about them, no matter what they show you, because keep in mind that they are acting. If they're in front of a camera, anybody's camera, they're acting, period. You will never see their real personalities. You will never hear their real thoughts. You will never, it is constant acting. And if you understand that, if you truly understand it, you accept it, you embrace it, these kinds of stories will not upset you. Because you will not have any personal investment in these people. You will just go, and you know, you can decide if you're going to continue to watch their shows or their movies. Maybe you watch it on, we'll say, alternative websites where maybe there's no money going into their pockets. You know, I mean, you have to decide what you're going to do. But please stop, like, please don't make assumptions about these people based on what they're showing you. They're always acting. They're always on. That's all.